brings you in today? There's something wrong with me, at least I think there is. Recently, I've been feeling extremely tired and falling asleep at random, even when doing everyday tasks. All of a sudden, I'll wake up at my desk when I'm at work or at the table during dinner. My family thinks I'm just not getting enough sleep, but I'm getting 8 hours every night, or at least I'm trying to. Do you have any thoughts? Well, this could be due to a couple different possibilities. It sounds like you're getting adequate enough sleep during the night, so this could be due to a nutritional imbalance or low blood pressure. If you have low iron, which we would call anemia, you could be feeling these symptoms. Your thyroid levels would also be important to check. Have you ever had any problems with either of those? No, I have not. Well, it's always good to check. So before taking any further steps, why don't you get some blood work done? Here's a work order. Okay, thank you. I'll do that. So your test results came back, and all of your levels look normal to me. Thank you for also checking your blood pressure. That also appears to be normal, and it doesn't appear that there are any nutritional insufficiencies. Then what else could this be? Let me ask you a few more questions. When do you sleep? Do you sleep well? And do you wake up frequently throughout the night? Yeah, I wake up a lot throughout the night. Most of the time, I think it's due to bad dreams. When I wake up, sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in the dream and I can't move my limbs. It can be really scary. I don't know what that is, maybe just an overactive imagination. Really? Okay, well, to me that sounds like night terrors, not just an overactive imagination. Any other sleep habits that feel a little bit strange? Well, kinda. When I wake up after falling asleep during the day, I often see or hear things. I guess they're kind of like hallucinations, but I assume that's also due to lack of sleep. Maybe eating weird foods, I don't know. Hallucinations and night terrors? Okay, I have an idea of what might be going on. However, before I get into that, there's another test you can undergo. It's called a polysomnography. You'll have to go into this office, here's their business card, and you'll spend the night there. During that time, you'll be hooked up to some machines that will monitor your levels, like your breathing, your heart rate, and your brain waves. From this, I'll be able to get a better understanding of what might actually be going on. Oh, yeah, I can do that. No, that's only the first step. Once the results come in, you may need to undergo another test called the multiple sleep latency test. This will take place the day after the first test, and during this test, you will be asked to nap during a certain time period multiple times across the day. By comparing the data that we received from the polysomnography and the MSLT, I can determine if there's a specific sleeping disorder that you have. We can talk more about that once the results come in. Okay. So there are also a list of instructions that you should follow before the tests. Here's a list. And be careful to read them all. You should be stopping some medications before the procedure and some other things that they would like you to follow. Sure, I want to do everything that I can to get rid of this problem. Great, please contact my office when the results are in. Nice to see you again. So the test results from the polysonogram and the MSLT came in, and I believe I know what the problem is. Based on these results and the other symptoms you've told me about, there's a condition called narcolepsy. which is a sleeping disorder caused by the brain's failure to regulate sleep-wake cycles. It can come with some pretty nasty effects, such as the night terrors and hallucinations that you speak of. Narcolepsy will cause you to feel extreme sleepiness throughout the day, which can lead to those naps you were talking about. Wait, what's wrong with my brain? Let me show you.
There are several stages of sleep that a person goes through during the night. Stage 1 is when you begin to fall into sleep. It's only going to last about a few minutes. You sleep fairly lightly during this period. Stage 2 is just light sleep, but it is deeper than stage 1. Your body will relax considerably more during this stage, your temperature will drop, and your brainwave activity will slow down. Stage 3 is going to be your deepest stage of sleep, and your temperature will dip down to its lowest. When you don't have this stage of sleep, it can be difficult to feel adequately rested. Another step during this process is REM, which stands for rapid eye movement, and this is when the eyes move rapidly as your brain becomes more active. This will also be the time when you dream. Now, during a typical night, a person will jump between these stages several times, creating the sleep cycles such as the one pictured here. Now, with narcolepsy, the brain is unable to regulate the sleep-wake cycle in the same way.
Why not? We aren't sure. For one, narcoleptics can have lower levels of hypocretin, a hormone that assists in wakefulness and REM sleep. There are some other possible connections, including genetics or certain diseases, but scientists aren't really sure of the root cause right now. One more question. Have you ever felt muscle weakness after strong emotions? No, I haven't. Okay, good. That sensation is called cataplexy, and it can be one of the more severe symptoms of narcolepsy. With that being absent, I would diagnose you with type 2 narcolepsy, which is narcolepsy without cataplexy. Okay, well, what does this mean for me? Is it curable? Unfortunately, I'm afraid so. While research is being done on narcolepsy, scientists haven't quite come up with a cure. However, you do have options. There are a variety of medications that can improve alertness. I would start you off on modafinil, which is a central nervous system stimulant. This should decrease the amount of sleepiness that you feel during the day. Let's start you on that, and if you still don't feel awake during the day, there are some stronger things that we can try. Furthermore, try to exercise daily, take shorter naps, and relax before bedtime in order to improve sleep. Also try to avoid caffeine and alcohol and large meals before you try to sleep. Alright, that seems doable. So there is one thing I'd like to make you aware of. Having a diagnosed case of narcolepsy will allow you to be covered under the Americans with Disabilities Act. If even after the medication you feel drowsy, ADA will require your employer to work with your condition. This could mean adjusting your hours at work or allowing you to take naps during the day. Whatever you and your employer decide is best. Of course, this isn't necessary, but it can be helpful with your daily routine if it's something you decide to do. Great, I think I'll talk to work about that, but I still do have a lot of questions about narcolepsy. Thank you so much. I feel a lot more hopeful about living with this condition, and I really do hope the application helps. That's absolutely normal. Here are the names of a few websites I would recommend checking out, as well as some information on support groups. These can be quite helpful. Of course, if it doesn't, come back in a few weeks and I'll see what else we can do.